Hello, hope everyone's doing well. It's been about 7 months since I last posted a Pilates video, and I apologize for the delay, but there's been some requests for new content, so I wanted to share a magic circle video with you. This is the magic circle I'll be using. It's by Aero Pilates, but you can find a whole variety of magic circles, or sometimes they're called Pilates rings, on Amazon or fitness stores or Pilates websites. They're very inexpensive, and it's actually a great prop to have at home because it emulates the springs of a reformer, like so. It's really just one big spring if you think about it. If you don't have one, you can still do the video. You can use another prop, maybe a ball that has a little bit of squeeze to it, or you can just follow along and do the exercises without the circle. The important thing to know when you're using the circle is that it obviously requires effort to squeeze the circle, but you don't want to let it snap out on you. You want to resist the out as well, so you get both sides of the exercise. As always, if you have any medical concerns or issues, please talk to your doctor before you start doing any kind of exercise. So we're going to start with a little bit of arm work. You can do this standing or kneeling. I'm just going to do it kneeling so that you can see better. Again, like I mentioned, you're going to hold the circle out in front. I like to have the heel of my hand on the pads. This way I won't be tempted to grip and use my forearms. Circle's out in front. I'm going to squeeze and then release. And the magic of the magic circle is that your abs should contract as you squeeze the circle. So I'm squeezing and releasing and trying to keep, I'm just going to turn so you can see, my arms really, really long so that the pumps and the squeezes come from my shoulders, biceps, and upper back, but mostly from the upper back and shoulders and not so much the biceps. If your elbows bend, you tend to do it a lot more with your biceps and pecs. So try to keep your arms long. Now you're going to bring the circle low and think about being wide in your collarbones and getting a stretch in your pectoral muscles. And you're going to squeeze and release here. And do about 8 to 10. So you're breathing normally, feeling your abdominals contract every time you squeeze and release. Now I'm going to bring the circle at a high diagonal, like this, you can see. And you want to keep your shoulders down your back, don't let them rise up into your ears. The shoulders down your back, tuck your tailbone underneath you a bit, so that you're not sticking out and arching. And then out here, you're going to squeeze and release. I find it's a little bit harder in this position. You have 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to work the biceps a bit. I'm going to place the circle above your hip bone, so it's right where, beneath my rib cage, but above my hip bone, sort of in a soft spot. And I like to have my arm with a 90-degree angle, and again, the heel of my hand is on the pad. Keep my other hand out of the way here. I'm going to squeeze and then release. I'm using my bicep to press and my tricep to resist. Circle out. Again, sort of remembering to pull the belly button in and not let your booty stick out so much that your low back is arched. If you're doing standing, you just want to make sure that the weight is sort of equally distributed between your feet and that you're not leaning forward or back or to the side. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to switch sides. So again, a 90-degree-ish angle. And try to kind of rotate the shoulder forward. Don't go back with it. I like to have it a little bit forward. I feel like I can get into my shoulder a little more. Resisting it out. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now you're going to take your circle and place it between your shoulder and your neck. So again, not on the bone, but in the soft spot in between. I'm just gonna bend down so you can see. Sort of the same 90-degree angle, and again, the heel of my hand on top. From here, I'm gonna press down and then release it back up. So you can kind of see my bicep working, but you wanna use your tricep to resist. Don't let it bounce back on you. Don't worry about crushing the circle, because what happens is inevitably if you crush it too much, you won't be able to control the bounce back. Last one. Good. I'm going to switch sides. So again, just place it kind of in that soft spot. Nice 90-degree angle, heel of the hand on, and then squeeze and release. It's a great way to target the upper arms without having to resort to using dumbbells, which are really hard to find right now. And that's 10. All right, so now we're going to take the circle behind your back. You want to hold it a little bit away from your bum, and then rotate the shoulders back and down. I'm going to turn around from the camera for a second so you can see the circle, but what's a little bit frustrating about this exercise is the circle is really not going to move very much. I want you to again rotate the shoulders back, and you're going to squeeze and release. And you'll see my circle is not moving much, but I'm engaging my shoulders and upper back and triceps to squeeze that circle. It's not very satisfying, but you will feel it working. It's almost like the intention to squeeze the circle more than actually moving that circle. And that's 10. All right, so that's some arms. Now we're gonna come back down to the mat. Take your circle with you, and we're gonna go into the Pilates mat series with using the circle as our prop. And again, if anything feels weird or uncomfortable or too cumbersome, you can always feel free to drop the circle. We're gonna do 100. Today I'm gonna place a circle between my ankles because we just worked out our arms a lot. I'd rather work out my legs right now. So circle goes right by my ankles. And if you have trouble with it slipping, one tip is that it actually sticks a lot better to skin than to socks or leggings. So you bring your hands by your side, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Stay here or bring the legs out to a high diagonal, and then pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale. So you'll have a slight squeeze on the circle, but you don't have to kill it. And inhale, and exhale. Watch your toes and see if you're pressing equally on that circle. The circle starts to slide around on you. You're probably pushing harder with one leg than the other. And inhale, and exhale. Nice long legs. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale all the air out. 2 more breaths. Inhale, and exhale. Last one. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Bend your knees in, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Take the circle out. Stretch your legs long. Now bring your arms up to the ceiling. Again, the heels of your hands on the circle. Bring your chin towards your chest. Flex your feet. Dig your heels in. And you're going to press into that circle to help you to come up and over. And then you're going to tuck your tailbone and slowly roll down with control. Arms back up, take a big inhale. Exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, between your arms, pull your waistband back as you go up and over. And then tuck and roll down bone by bone, resisting as you go. Good, take a big inhale. Exhale, squeeze the circle, lift, pull the abdominals in, and round up. And then tuck and roll down. All right, so I'm just gonna tilt camera a little bit. We're gonna do single leg circles. You're gonna take your circle and place it underneath the back of one ankle on your Achilles tendon. Okay. You're gonna lie down and then bend your right knee into your chest. So my left leg is on that circle, on the pad of the circle. My right leg goes up to the ceiling. And you're gonna circle the leg down, around, and then I press down with my left leg to lift my right. Go down, around, squeeze the circle to lift. Down, around, and lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, around. Exhale, lift. Last one. Good, now reverse it. Go straight down, brush your thighs, and come up. Down, around, and lift. Down, exhale, lift. Down, around, and up. Last one. Good. And then bend that knee in. And straighten the leg up. Come up to seated. And we'll switch. Just want to balance that magic circle underneath your other leg this time. Bend your left knee into your chest. Send it up the ceiling. Put your toe, turn out slightly from the hips. Circle across your body, down, around, press down the circle to lift. Pressing down really helps us to remember that the leg that's not circling also has work to do in stabilizing the pelvis. Last one. And then reverse it straight down, around and up. Straight down, around and up. Inhale. Exhale, lift. 2 more. And the last one. Good. While we're here, you're going to take your circle, place it underneath the pad of your right foot, and you can use that circle to help give you a nice hamstring stretch. If this is too much, you can bend your opposite leg. And take the circle into your right hand and open your leg out to the side. And then cross around your body, switch hands on the circle. I'm just going to get my left leg out of the way. I'm going to cross it over here and lifting my foot towards my left shoulder. Get a big stretch in my IT band and my hamstrings. Come back to center and switch feet in the circle. So my left foot is going up. The more you press into that heel and flex the foot, the bigger a stretch you'll have in the back of your leg and your calf. And I'll try to line with the right leg and stretch out that hip flexor. I take the circle into your left hand, open it out to the side. Come back to center. And then switch hands. Bring it across the body and pull it up towards your right shoulder and look over your left side. Bring it back to center, bend the knee, and then rock up to seated. Are you rolling like a ball with a circle? So you're going to hold your hands on the pads of the circle and balance on your sits bones. Your heels together, toes apart, and around your spine. Make sure your shoulders are not creeping up in your ears. Make a nice round surface to roll on. And you're going to round back and then squeeze that circle to help you to come up. Good, you round back, lift the hips, squeeze to come up. And round back, lift the hips, pull the belly button down, come up, balance, don't let your feet touch. And back, and up. Last one, round back, and up. Good, come up, bring the soles of your feet together, and just stretch over. We're going to use the magic circle now for the ab series. So you're going to lie back down, hands on the circle, heel the hands on the pad. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Left leg goes out, circles over your right shin, and then you're going to switch. So arms are reaching. reaching long, shoulders are down, and you're just switching your legs. The leg that comes in is getting a nice stretch as the leg that goes out is reaching long, trying to get longer. Just breathing normally. 2 more. And the last one. Good, bend your knees and lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Double leg stretch. Place your circle between your ankles. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Arms out by your ears, legs out at a high diagonal. Circle your arms around as you bend your knees in. Everything reaches. Exhale, pull the belly button down. And stretch. Exhale in. Circle is helping you to get an inner thigh workout. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now you're going to take the circle between your hands and keep going. So everything goes out and then pull it over nice and tight. And reach and pull it in and out. Squeeze those abs. If your neck is hurting, please put it down. The last one. Good. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Turn your head from side to side. During the ab series, if you ever start feeling it in your neck, just put your head down. Really want to be using your core to lift yourself up, but if your core conks out, then please put your head down. Next, we're going to do scissors. You're going to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up by cinching the ribs together, pulling the abdominals down, arms up to the ceiling, legs up to the ceiling. Do a little kick, kick of the circle and switch. Kick, 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 kick. Some people get a hip popping when they do this. If that happens to you, just make your kicks smaller. Kick, 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 and kick, kick. Good, bend your knees and rest. Next is low lift. Bring the circle between your legs. Hands behind your head, elbows wide. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Soften the rib cage. Bring your legs up to the ceiling. You're going to lower your legs down. Squeeze the circle, lift. Lower down, squeeze to lift. Lower, squeeze to lift. Lower, squeeze, lift. Lower, squeeze, lift. And one more, squeeze, lift. Good, bend your knees in and rest. So crisscross gets a little tricky with the circle. You're going to place the circle on your left thigh below your knee, and your right elbow is going to go on the circle. You're going to bring your left knee towards you so that you can make a connection, and then your hands go behind your head. Your right leg goes up, and they're just going to pulse into the circle. Use those obliques, and pulse. And 2 more. Last one. And then you switch. So the circle goes above, on the top of the right knee, on the top of the right thigh, sorry. Left elbow on the pad. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up to make the connection. Have a squeeze. Send the left leg out. Hands behind your head. And then get up as high as you can off the floor and pulse. And pulse. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Bend the knees and rest. Now rock up to seated with your circle. One of my favorite things to do in the circle is spine stretch forward. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Circle's going to be arm distance in front of you, hand over hand. Flex the feet, lift up tall, and then reach. Squeeze your feet, lift up to go over and press the circle forward, but your abdominals and waistbands pulling back. And then you stack your spine back up, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to show you from the side. So you lift, 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 chin towards your chest, and stretch. The circle will move away from you, and that's okay. And stack back up, sitting up nice and tall. And then chin towards your chest. Stretch forward from your upper back. Belly scooping, pulling in. And then place the circle back between your ankles and lie down for a corkscrew. Have your hands behind your head, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up with the legs up to the ceiling. And you're going to bring your legs down, around, and up. And then to the left, and up. Just have a little bit of a squeeze on the circle. And left, and up, and right, around, and up. To the left, and left. And last one. Good, bend your knees in, take that circle, rock up to seated. We're going to do open leg rocker with the circle. Place the circle between your ankles again. And then balance. So your options are like this or like this. So I like to go like this because my arms are too my legs are too long for my arms. So you're gonna round your spine and you're gonna rock back and then rock up. If you're like me in tabletop, just make sure your feet stay at knee level. Back and up. And rock back and up. And rock back. Lift those hips. And up. And last one. Come all the way up. Spread your legs mat width apart. Take the circle to the outside of your left leg. Bring your right hand on top of the circle. Bring your left hand behind. I want you to press down as you look over your left shoulder. And then stack your spine back up. And then press, press, press. And really get a nice twist out of your spine. And press. And then stack. Press. And lift. And press. And lift. Good, we're going to do the other side. So just the outside, kind of near your right ankle. Left hand goes on top. You're going to twist. And press. And lift. And every time you press, try to get more twist. And press. And press. And last one. Good. You're going to take your circle. You're going to lie down with it. We're going to do a little extension after all that flexion. So you're going to lie down on your belly with your arms straight out front. Let's see. So my nose is going to go into the mat. My hands are on the pads of the circle. My circle is vertical on the floor. I'm going to squeeze the circle and then lift my head and chest up. And then lower back down. I'm going to squeeze and lift. My shoulder blades slide down my back. And then exhale, lower. What you don't want to do is do this with your head. Right? So try to keep your neck nice and long. So when you squeeze, you're getting a little lift from your upper back and stretching out the front of your abs. And lower. And lift. And lower. And you're going to come up onto your forearms. The circle's going to be between your hands. So watch out for doing this. Really want to press up into your back and so you get a stretch in the front of the abdominals. And you're going to take one leg, lift it long first, and then you kick, kick, and switch. So lift, kick, kick, and switch. And make sure you're feeling a stretch in the quads. Sometimes this can be like a real throwaway exercise if you just kind of do this and sink into it. So really think about pressing up and getting length out of the legs before you kick your booty. So kick, kick, and kick, 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 kick. I'm really trying to lift my quad off the mat before I kick my bum. And then you're going to sit back on your heels and give yourself a nice stretch in child's pose. You deserve it. We're going to do double leg kicks next. So you're going to take the circle behind your back. You're going to lie on one face cheek. You're gonna bring your circle up as high as you can, elbows down to the side. My legs are zipped together. I'm gonna kick my bum 3 times and then slide my arms down my back. Lift my head and chest up. Get lifted. And then bend the elbows, bend the knees, and go back to the other side. So kick, kick, kick. Feet down, slide the arms back. Lift, lift, lift. And then lower down. And kick, kick, kick. Stretch. Lift, 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 lift. And lower. Kick, kick, kick. And stretch. Imagine I'm there lifting that circle up for you. And lower down. And kick, kick, kick. And stretch. And lower down. And kick, kick, kick. And stretch. Hold here. Bring your circle up to the front. Arms and legs up. And go for a little swing with your legs, like you're holding a kickboard. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's sit back on your heels again. Take another stretch. All right, I'm going to come onto your back. Knees bent, feet flat. If you remember Suzanne Sommer and the Thigh Master is really based on the magic circle. I'm just going to face you this way. So you're going to lie down, shoulders down, your palms are pressing into the mat. You're just going to squeeze and release that circle. So I need your inner thighs to squeeze. And again, to make sure you can control the rebound of the circle. Don't let it fly around. You're the boss of the circle. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Alright, we're going to do some leg work with the metric circle. So you're going to lie onto your side. The circle is going to go between your ankles, like this. And you're going to lie down on your side. Your palm should be in front of your belly button for support. And then you're going to lift both legs up and lower them down. So lift and lower. And notice how you have to use your obliques here to lift that circle. It's not as easy as it seems. And now you're going to lower down. Bring your legs to 45 degrees in front of your body so that you're sort of on an angle here. And then you're going to press the top circle down and then resist it up. So you press and lift. And lift. Press, lift, press, lift, press, lift. 2 more. Last one. Good. You're gonna rock back. See if you can transition. I don't know if I can today. To your feet inside the circle. Not so smooth today. I got it eventually. So now my ankles are inside the circle. If you can't see the bottom one, there it is. We're going to do the same thing that we did to start with our feet on the outside. So you're going to lift and lower. Lift, lower. 2 more. The last one. Good, now you're going to hold it down. So your bottom foot is just resting on the bottom pad. I'm going to use my top leg to stretch the circle. So stretch, using my outer thighs here to really try to break that circle apart. Good, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, now I'm going to take my top leg, place it on top, better that time. And now my bottom foot here is going to trace the inside of my circle. By doing so, I'm using my inner thigh on my left leg. And then I'm going to reverse it. So I'm going to go for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to take that circle, place my top foot underneath again. Now both of my ankles are inside, and I can actually transition by switching over legs. However, for the point of this video, I'm going to switch directions so you can see me. But you can transition like that and be a little tricky. So again, both of your feet are going to start on the outside of the pads. You're going to lie down, hand in front for support, and then just lift your legs up and lower down. Good, now hold it down, and then press the top leg and resist. And press and resist. The less wobble, the better. So that you're pressing down evenly. Good, now I'm going to rock back and try to see if I can do a better job transitioning on this side. Oh, that was a lot better. Good, so now my feet are inside. I'm going to take my top leg and try to break that circle open. So you should feel this all through here. Last one. Good. Now I'm going to take my foot on the top again, and my lower leg is going to trace the circumference of my magic circle. And then reverse it. And do 5 in each direction. Good. And then lower that leg down. I'm going to take the circle out. So the last thing we're going to do today is a teaser with the circle. Teaser really helps again because you get a little leverage just like you did in the roll up. There's lots of ways to do a teaser, but we're going to start with the circle between your ankles. So you'll start in tabletop with your legs, bring your arms up to the ceiling, and then take a big inhale, and then exhale, come up to your teaser. Now you can stay here or you can stretch your legs long. And then tuck your tailbone and roll all the way down. Arms go behind, take a big inhale, exhale, around your spine all the way up. And then you can tuck and roll down again. Arms go behind, take a big inhale. Exhale, roll through your spine to come up. Now grab the circle, take it between your hands, hold your teaser, lower your legs, and lift your legs. Lower, lift. Last time, good. Hold the legs, tuck and roll down. Circle goes behind, take a big inhale. Exhale, squeeze the circle around up. Now place it between your ankles, don't lose your teaser. Arms out. Good. And now lift the arms and lower the arms. Lift and lower. You're going to lower everything down. Take a big stretch and come up. And that's your magic circle workout. There are literally dozens of exercises you can do with the magic circle. There's lots of fun things. It really is a great and easy and affordable prop for Pilates to have at home. And I hope you enjoyed this workout.